I tried to tell people over the years. I tried to tell people. See, you got a lot of fans now. They want to jump on the side of Usyk. Now, Usyk, he hasn't been a heavyweight long, but for some reason, we got a lot of people acting like he been a heavyweight a long time. They done jumped off the Tyson Fury bandwagon. There's a lot of things going on in boxing right now. These guys showing their hand. From the video I seen, from him even sparring and the way he got injured, to have this fight canceled right now, I don't know. It was like roughhousing. He was kind of like standing over the dude. He was a short guy. He was in the corner, just sloppy sparring. It was unnecessary. And I hear a lot of people trying to blame the sparring partner. Come on, man. Like, that's not even a discussion. I thought about it for a minute, but nah. It was no reason for him to even be standing over him like that. I don't see. I can't find no reason for him to just be standing over him. I don't know. A lot of people, I guess, they think that's okay, and they didn't have a problem with it, but that wasn't good sparring he was doing. 2 weeks away from the fight? Nah. And he was supposed to fight in December. It's always a problem with this dude, man. He's gonna hold up a lot of things now. This fight was kind of revolving around a lot of things happening in the heavyweight division. Now it's gonna hold up a lot of fights. I don't know why he was doing that kind of sparring 2 weeks away. A lot of people say this is a sparring partner, but uh he was kind of standing over the guy, walking towards him. I don't know. I don't like. I didn't. Uh, nah, nah. I didn't like that. Not for a fight this big. To be having that kind of sparring going on, you just cost yourself a lot of money to have that kind of sparring. People like you trying to get ready. Eh, How? Like when I guess what in fighting shape? I mean, not the way he was fighting. He wasn't doing much moving. The guy was shorter than him. It's a shorter guy. He's standing over him. And he's throwing overhand rights and throwing hooks. I mean, what do you expect? He's been in the ring too much to have that. That was a rookie mistake, man. Then he was surprised that he got cut. I mean, you're in the corner, man. Why are y'all even sparring like that? I don't understand that. For some reason, I wanted to give him a break, but for some reason, I feel like that was his fault, man. Because I just don't see guys sparring like that. And you don't see we have hundreds of boxers fight every week, every month, each year. You don't see a lot of these incidents happen like that. Usually it's always around Fury. And that's just being unbiased. He usually has something like this always going on. I don't understand. That was kind of crazy. And it seems like he was trying to have the sparring partner be more aggressive. Then when he was aggressive, everybody's blaming the sparring partner now. Like first, because then when I say well Fury was going too hard, he was doing too much. Well, he was trying to get ready. Well, that sparring partner was trying to get him ready too. What we gonna do? We gonna pick a side or who we gonna blame? Or it was just too much. Not supposed to be sparring like that. And this is a fight that was supposed to happen in December. And December was too late. That was considered late. That's gonna be bad. There's a lot of things going on in heavyweight division. It's not gonna be good in like 2 or 3 years though. The way they kind of stalling everything out, we've already missed out on like 2 or 3 good fights. It's kind of gonna pass its way. We're already talking about the younger guys a little bit more than what we're talking about everyone else. Because from what I'm seeing, it's not a lot of movement going on. And Usyk, he's a guy. I don't know. He said he got about 3 or 4 fights left, but I mean, in what time period? Because you're gonna be considered on the shelf for what? Going on a year if they push this towards the summer. I mean, it's gonna be a lot of fights going on during the summer, but I don't know what kind of sense it's gonna make. Gonna have a lot of eliminator fights going on, and just pointless things at the end of the day. I don't know. This stops a lot of stuff. Everyone's kind of and you know what's crazy? We just rolled out the trailer yesterday, and he comes out and does this. This is a bad way to kind of go into 2024, man. I don't know. We've already pushed this fight back. We pushed this fight back already. And I was kind of saying the same thing, you know, as far as it being pushed back last time, but I don't think nobody was considering it to be canceled this time. I don't know. I'm surprised about it. They pushed that man. They pushed back so many fights with this guy. It's starting to become a bad thing now, man. I know with other people they talking about missing weight. I mean, this is almost like the same thing when guys are not really ready to be in the ring. It's not my problem to figure out why you can't get in the ring. If we're gonna be unbiased and treat everybody the same way. It's not nobody's fault to figure out why he can't get in the ring and why he has this injury, that injury. It's not really my problem. He has to figure it out on his own. I just don't like that everybody tries to make it seem like this is just something that everybody else does too. No, it's not. Most guys, when they come to get a big paycheck, especially for undisputed, people can say what they want about Earl Spence. He showed up for his match. People gonna say, "Oh, he had excuses." He showed up. This guy won't even show up, and nobody has no issues with it. Won't even show up to the match. But for some reason, we just looking past it like, yeah, it's all right. No, it's not all right. He needs to start performing ASAP. The way he's going about things, this isn't good for us. It's holding up boxing. And he's already had these belts for too long. Talking about he was gonna retire. He'll never fight Usyk. If this was anybody else, they would have been got stripped. Now this guy, he's getting options, and we got to wait and see what he. I'm tired of waiting on him. But now everybody trying to go against him, but they the same ones that propped him up that way. Because Usyk, he just got in the heavyweight division. So now he's waiting on his turn. It's funny how things going along, man, this way. We getting played. I'm not gonna trip about it though. A lot of the fans, they don't care, so I'm just gonna talk about things and keep it pushing. But this is normal. Nothing this basically happens all the time when it comes to Fury. There's nothing new. I'm not even really gonna talk too much about it because the fans, they don't really care. This dude done canceled the fight 2 or 3 times. We done had to wait all these years. Heavyweight division, man, it's already all these guys are older now. It's kind of past its good time, man. The golden years kind of past now. We got the best fights we could out of it. I mean, the guys who put the fights together that we wanted to see, man, we know who they are. These other guys who just put basic fights together, I don't know who they are. We're not gonna remember half these fights. This is a bad deal to cancel this fight right now, going into the year. There's not even really any big heavyweight fights that's set up after what the Ngannou and Fury fight. Then what else? So this injury, man, he was already supposed to fight in December. This is a black eye on boxing right now, and oh God, bro, this doesn't happen to everybody. Everybody doesn't do this. Everybody doesn't do this. Only with this guy. Same thing over and over. Every time. Same thing. We don't get nothing new. Every time, man. But the fans, they don't really want to hold him accountable. That's why we just paying attention to other fights that's going on. I'm thinking about this Dobson and I can't even think this dude to cancel the fight, man. Got this kind of being a Dobson fight tomorrow. This dude to cancel the fight again. But yeah, I think that fight gonna be closer than what I thought between Dobson and Conor Benn. I think Conor Benn he gonna come ready to fight. But Dobson, he gonna be a little surprised though. He got a couple of tricks up his sleeve. He's not a fast puncher, but he got good timing. And he accurate. He got a lot of power too. He doesn't look like a powerful guy, but I can see him definitely getting to it. It's gonna be a good fight. It's gonna be an early fight too. It's gonna be action packed. I seen the card. For what I've seen, I feel like it's gonna be a little more competitive card than what people think. Hey, from what I've seen, I feel like it's gonna be a good card. Now the Buatsi and Azeez card, I didn't really get to look at that card like that. I looked at it a couple of months ago, but I think they had took a couple of fights off, so I can't remember. I'm gonna have to look back at it. But I'll talk about it tomorrow before the fight start. But right now I like Dennis Azeez in that fight. I feel like Dennis Azeez gonna bring something to the table in that fight. I definitely feel like they're sleeping on him in that fight. Um, at first I don't know, man. Between knockout, I don't know if he's gonna get a knockout. I was expecting a knockout in that fight. We're gonna have to see. I don't really know. From what I seen, I thought knockout, but who knows? It really all depends. But he definitely got a lot of knockout power. He be getting to it. Yeah, I like Azeez. He got a nice jab. Um, he changes his levels, does a lot of different things. He doesn't really get flustered. Um, I feel like sometimes he does leave himself open, but it's only that's what everybody does at a certain point when you're exchanging and trying to let your hands go at a certain point. Feel like you got an advantage or see an opening. But with Joshua Buatsi, I feel like he got a lot of speed, a lot of power, but I feel like his hand speed somewhat is fast, but he doesn't jab a lot with it like Azeez does. But he's a very good body puncher, and he also has strong hooks to the body. He does have a strong power jab though when he does jab, so I feel like he'll do that a lot more in this fight. But if he can do something like that, he gonna dominate because that's all he missing for real. He got everything else. His defense could be better, obviously, but um, I feel like it's gonna be a close fight. I don't know what everybody else saying in that fight, so I can't really tell. But that Conor Benn and Dobson fight, that's gonna be a good fight though. Conor Benn gonna try to get him up out of there. He gonna try to knock him out. I don't know if it's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? From what I've seen lately, I don't know if it's gonna happen, but he gonna try to knock him out. It just all depends. Really just gotta see right now, but um I don't know. A knockout wouldn't be too bad for him right now. He kind of needs one. Kind of Ben was on a knockout streak for a minute. Before he was on a knockout streak for a long time. But he's a good boxer too, though. He talk a lot, but he underrated. Um, but yeah, he had went 10 rounds his last fight. I seen that fight. It was a good fight. He just didn't press him enough, I guess. Because he was pressing him, but he was kind of laying off at certain points. Because guy was kind of countering very well in that fight, so kind of being kind of laid off. But he did a good job in the fight though. But it's gonna be a good one though. Dobson, I feel like he gonna come to fight. He definitely gonna come to fight. This ain't gonna be no easy show for nobody. Yeah, this definitely gonna be a good fight. I think if people don't watch it, this gonna be one of them fights where they wish they would have saw it. Cause I'm gonna check it out. I feel like it's gonna be entertaining. At first I was kinda like, nah, I'm just kinda chill. I really ain't gonna do that for other reasons. I ain't wanna cover too many cards just to be, but I found some I figured these fights gonna be good. You're not gonna be no basic fights. I feel like it's gonna be some real talent going on in this fight. Yeah, but Dobson, I don't think he gonna come to lay down though. Kind of being he bringing a lot to the table. Cause kind of being he already was on the attack in that last fight, and I already know he gonna do the same thing. He's not really gonna slow down. He's not the type to really try to slow down in the fight. It's gonna be good though. Be able to cover both of the be good to cover both of the fights though. They're gonna be on around the same time. But I don't know, man. It's kind of crazy with this Fury situation, bro. We don't got too many fights coming on in February now. That card was gonna be loaded too. It was gonna be loaded. That's gonna stop a lot of things. Now you got a lot of fighters. They gotta figure out when they gonna fight. They was gonna fight on his card. Oh man. Now this gonna make the news of Tyson Fury getting beaten up in sparring. This gonna make it look even worse. Now it's gonna be hard for him to deny it. You know what he said last time? No, I wasn't nobody was really getting the best of me in sparring. I don't know how you gonna say that now. This dude can't protect himself in sparring right now. What's going on? And I told everybody, oh, he's not that good. They talking about he a knockout artist. Man, boxing fans, man, they just all over the place. They won't even keep it real. Don't nobody keep it real no more. I'm starting to notice that. Nobody want to keep it real no more. I was just talking about this yesterday. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna start talking about this Usyk and Fury fight because you know it's finna start coming up. That's the last I'm gonna be able to talk about that for a long time. This guy ain't trying to fight nobody, man. At this point, are we just wasting our time? Like, what's going on? I don't know. To me, I feel like I'm wasting my time. He's done this a few times in a fight. This ain't the first time. I don't know. I'm gonna sit back and see what the fans say about this. If I hear anything, if I don't hear anybody say nothing about it, that's gonna confirm what I think. It's gonna confirm what I think and what I know about what's going on. It's gonna confirm it. Because this ain't supposed to go on. We was already supposed to have this fight last December. Too much of this going on. But let me get back to this kind of being fight. But I feel like it's gonna be action packed though. Don't sleep on that fight. It's either gonna be a knockout or it's gonna be a very good decision. In my eyes. Y'all gotta watch out for that. It's not much coming on tomorrow. I don't think any football coming on tomorrow, so That's definitely gonna be something you can watch in the afternoon. It's not gonna be any night fights on tomorrow, I don't think. I think both of these fights gonna be in the afternoon, so I'm gonna watch both of these. I don't know, man. I'm thinking about doing some betting on it. If anybody want me to do like some kind of betting show, let me know. I'm definitely thinking about it. Cause I be hitting sometimes. Not all the times. I mean, show me the person who hits all the times and I will just bet with them. But I hit a lot though. A whole lot. Yeah, man. I feel like Dan Azeez, he just gonna do a lot more in the fight. From what I've seen, a lot of people, I don't know. I don't think they like Azeez style. I feel like he got a good style. I don't know. Dan Azeez good to me though. He fights hard. Yeah. Everybody got Joshua Buatsi in the fight. I don't know, man. Right now I'm going with Dan Azeez. I feel like he a lot better in the fight right now. There's nothing else coming on tomorrow, so I'm definitely gonna watch this fight. Um, I'm gonna watch both of these fights, him and the Conor Benn fight. It's gonna be a huge fight. I'm excited about it. At first, I didn't want to see it, but yeah, bro. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. uh, yeah, bro. If Dobson come up with the victory, bro, that'll be crazy. I feel like Dobson got a chance. You know what I'm saying? But Conor Benn, man, he's going for the knockout early. There's gonna be some good fights. When people see the highlights, they're gonna be like, "Oh man, I should have watched these fights." When they watch these fights, they're gonna be like, "Man, I should have watched these fights." Watch. Dan Azeez got he got a very good style. He a good boxer. He don't try to take a lot of damage. I don't know. I'm kind of surprised, man. Everybody going with Joshua in this fight. I think they're going with the power and the strength. I'm going with the IQ in this fight. Well, I ain't gonna say he ain't got no IQ. It's just, uh, I'm not gonna say he ain't got no IQ. They both similar. It's just the style is a little bit. They both can do the same things. But Buatsi, I feel like if he can get a guy against the ropes and cut off that ring, he'll be dangerous. That overhand right, strong too. He got a nice overhand right, check left hook too. If he could get him in the corner and cut off the ring and be aggressive, He can get Dan Azeez up out of there. But I think Dan Azeez gonna work that jab. But I think Dobson he gonna make the fight interesting tomorrow. Hopefully he can, cause I feel like his style is a little sneaky with the white. It's gonna match up well with Conor Benn. Watch, I see it now. At first I didn't see it. I was like, I'm not really interested in this fight. But I see it's gonna match up well. Conor Benn a dog when he get a guy against the ropes. When he gets a guy against the ropes and um when he's really working off the jab and yeah. Conor Benn can jab too. Come out very well. So he's not someone to sleep on. Yeah, he can jab very well. Can't sleep on him. But he also got to realize that he's in a fight, a real one. It's probably this guy's last chance to really get a big fight in. So you got to show up and really show people what it is. Because a lot of those fights lately, with Conor Benn, he's either been going 12 rounds, but he's not been going around 12 rounds too much. I feel like the layoff kind of did that the last fight, but in this fight, he going for the knockout. I know he is. I know they told him, man, you got to come to America and get a knockout. So he's definitely going with yeah, I can agree with that. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of people telling me right now that would rather see Crawford versus Canelo than Benavidez versus Canelo. People got to understand Crawford, one of my favorite fighters, but um, I wasn't thinking about Canelo versus Crawford before. I was thinking about Benavidez versus Crawford. I mean, Benavidez versus Canelo. So that's why I don't really say that. Most people say that. I guess they new fans or whatever, which is cool. Everybody got to start sometime. But I definitely feel like it's gonna be a good fight. Conor Benn gonna show us something. He gonna have a tough matchup on his hands. He got a nice style. Kind of fights like De Los Santos a little bit. I know people probably can't see that, but I can. I definitely can. He leaves himself open though. Ooh man, he leaves himself open a lot. He definitely leaves himself open. So I feel like it definitely has a chance to be a close fight because he's not gonna try to do anything crazy to kind of get out of the get beside himself so he can try to embarrass the guy. If he can't do anything, he's just gonna try to lay off and try to go for the victory. Not lay off as far as not do anything, but not try to do too much, which is a good thing. We don't want to see him trying to do too much. Benn got a nice right hand though. Moves a lot, has nice movement. Doesn't try to waste his punches really, which is a good thing. He Benn kind of thinks about that stamina a lot. He makes sure he's kind of in check with that, not doing too much, which is a good thing. Because most of these guys, they don't have stamina. With good stamina, you can go a long way with you know you gotta fight, but with good stamina, all these guys can fight. But a lot of these guys, they don't have stamina, which is sad. You got professionals with bad stamina. You see what they said with Tyson Fury? Oh, his stamina's not the way it used to be. How is his stamina not the way it used to be? That just means he's not good enough to train. That just means he's not good enough. Ain't no other reason behind. Ain't no other reasons. Just not good enough. It happens to a lot of people. He's just not getting it done right now. I don't know. I don't know why people are surprised when they hear stuff like this, knowing people been saying this already. But yeah, man. If you can kind of press Benn, man, you can kind of make some things happen in the fight. They'll be surprised if Dobson can make something happen. I feel like Dobson got a chance though. Everybody got a chance in the fight, but the way the styles match up, it's speed and power versus timing. You know, Sean Porter got speed and power too, but when that timing click in with Crawford, and not saying anything bad about Sean Porter, I'm just using an example. And that's an extreme example, but I'm saying that's the way the timing lines up. A lot of guys have advantages when it comes to timing and throwing different punches. But Benn like he in shape though. He like he ready to go. I wouldn't count him out in the fight. I mean, I know he's the favorite, but he might dominate all the way. He can have a chance to. Depending on how he goes in, what kind of mindset he has. But those guys are close to around the same size though. Even though they're around the same weight class. They're around the same size, and it's gonna make for an interesting fight. But Dobson, he likes to counter. He jabs a little bit. He throws some powerful hooks to the body. I'm talking about powerful. The guy trying to walk in, he'll throw hooks to the body like it's nothing. Benn got a mean uppercut though. I feel like he just gotta aim for the chin more instead of like the face, like the eyes. If he goes for the chin, he'll have more knockouts. Yeah, I definitely feel like he could. He got a strong overhand right though. He just gotta land it. He be throwing it sometimes without even looking. He got a strong one too though. He doesn't jab much. Yeah, but he be really going to it though. He brings a lot to the table. If Dobson can kind of time kind of in, he'll be all right. Which I think he can. I think he can time kind of in. It's gonna be real interesting. I know he's gonna go to the body. I just wonder who goes to the body more. That's something I'm interested in seeing. Who goes to the body more? I feel like that's Dobson, bread and butter going to the body. Once he does that, guys kind of fold. He be bringing pressure too. Yeah, it's gonna be some good fights coming on. All these are challenges though. None of these gonna be easy. They gonna come out to fight though. It's gonna be tough. You gotta be a chance. You chance to win. Yeah, kind of be throwing some hard hooks to the body. But he gotta do more than just 1-2, man. He gotta start doubling up, tripling up his punches. Later on, he kind of just taps and going for the right hand. He kind of opens himself up. So it's gonna be a good fight, man. It's gonna be closer than what people think. Yeah, he got a strong left hand. Yeah, I don't know, man. If he doesn't get past this guy, it's gonna be very interesting to see what Eddie Hearn and those guys have to say. But I feel like he's gonna try his best. He knows everything is riding on this fight. Everything riding on this fight. Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know, man. We got these fights getting canceled right now. Uh, we still got a lot of fights in February. We got VENMO coming up Thursday, so it's not like the Usyk fight getting canceled is a big deal, but it's a big deal, but it's not gonna stop everything as far as people thinking there's nothing else going on. There's a lot going on in boxing right now still. I consider this a big year. A lot of guys they're gonna be outside their prime after this year. A lot of guys getting older now. They don't have a lot of fights left. Even Canelo is considered older now, so people are watching who they're fighting. So with Usyk and Fury kind of watching things and postponing things, it's kind of holding everything back. But sooner or later, things gonna iron itself out. Nah, it didn't look like an elbow to me. Hey, from what I've seen, it looked like an uppercut. Did you see it? Yeah, me too, bro. Hey, me too. Hey, I'm not trying to. Hey, me too. I agree with you. Yeah, me too. I definitely agree. I definitely agree. What's going on? Yeah, I definitely agree. I think Ngannou gets him. Yeah, man. Why everybody doesn't see that? I don't really try to say it though. I feel like if he steps back just 6 inches when he fights, if he just gets a little bit of space when he throws his uppercuts and hooks, he'll knock a guy out. He had a chance to get Usyk out in parts of those fights, but he didn't press the gas. He was a little stiff, like you said. But he definitely has chances. He's not a people think I think he's the worst guy. No, I think he's a good fighter, but he just makes boneheaded decisions as far as not stepping back 2 inches and stuff like that. Whoa, I didn't even see that. I was gonna watch that interview. I was gonna watch the interview. I just looked at when he said he was gonna fight Cullen Smith and he wanted to fight Cullen Smith and someone else. But that's what I was looking at. I didn't even hear that. That's crazy. I wonder who else has said that. I might start making a list of everyone who said that they think that Ngannou will win or Ngannou will beat Fury. Yeah, that's crazy. A lot of people think that though, man. That's why I just say I don't know. You know, it's not really a perfect answer of who won, but if you feel like it, just not a problem to say, hey, I feel like he won. We don't know who's really right or wrong. Yeah, man. From what I seen, he looked like he wanted to lean on the guy. That's how he got hurt. He was trying to lean on the guy. I'm like, why are you leaning on this guy 2 weeks before a fight? And yeah, yeah, I think the same thing. I think Usyk's a very good fighter, but people got to realize he came up from a lot of weight, man. Yeah, man. That's all he wants to do is lean on guys. That 6'9" frame, lean on people. I've been watching Fury for years, but now it's starting to be so obvious that he leans on guys. I kind of want to see Usyk get leaned on the whole fight. I feel like Usyk kind of step back and kind of throw his punches though, get his combinations off though. Yeah, Usyk has that same type of frame like Evander Holyfield. Yeah, he has that same frame. I feel like Usyk can step back and kind of throw some combinations like Evander. He'll just have to move around with Fury. I feel like it would have been a good chance, man. Man, this is suck. He posting this fight back again. Hey, yeah, man. You know what's crazy? I watched UFC for years. I got some friends that was in UFC, but I watched UFC for years. I stopped watching UFC around the time that I want to say right before Ngannou got in. I watched UFC like from when it started all the way to when Ngannou had first got in. That's when I stopped. Like I didn't really know nothing about him and Israel. I knew about Khabib and all those other guys, but I stopped around that time. I still watch it every now and then, but not like I was like die hard. I was watching Ultimate Fighter and everything. I was watching everything. I was watching Tap Out. I was watching Tap Out when it first came out. The TV show when they had Cowboy on there. I think his name is Cerrone, Cowboy Cerrone. I seen him on Tap Out. He was on a reality show when I seen him before UFC. Yeah, I heard this gonna be her last fight. This her last fight, ain't it? Ain't this her last fight? I might watch a fight this weekend since there's nothing coming on during at night. The last fight I seen that was good was that Nunes fight. The first one and the second one. Yeah, it's kind of crazy though. In boxing or MMA? In MMA, Cyborg get her. In boxing, I think they boxed before though. They cool. They boxed before already. I seen them box years ago. They actually friends. They actually train together, I think. Oh yeah, Clarissa gonna get her in boxing. They actually train together. They good friends. Years ago. They've been friends for years. I think that's the reason why Clarissa got in MMA, if I'm not mistaken, because she was training with her. I don't want to throw that out there, but I'm pretty sure about that. Yeah, I knew about Cyborg a long time. I knew about Cyborg when everybody was watching Ronda Rousey. The GOAT. Since I've been growing up, yeah, he the GOAT. As far as since I've been growing up. Yeah. Since I've been growing up. Since I've been growing up. I'm gonna be honest with you. When Lennox Lewis came through in my house, everybody looks at Lennox Lewis as the best. As far as like 90s up. In my house. That's how everybody looks at it. Even though we like Evander Holyfield, we just know Lennox Lewis he was a problem on his best day. Oh yeah, he didn't want a problem with Riddivo. Is Mike Tyson overrated? You know what, bro? To be honest with you, that's a great question. I've been saying over the years he is, but when I look at it, I'm holding him to a high standard as far as his resume and everything. And I gotta look at it a certain way just to be unbiased. We have to start looking at stuff a certain way. Mike Tyson was a small heavyweight. Like as far as his arms, his legs, like he's fighting taller, bigger men. You know what I'm saying? He's like almost like a Rey Mysterio frame guy going against a tall Undertaker size guy. You know what I'm saying? So to be honest with you, Mike was at a disadvantage. And that's not an excuse. I'm actually the hardest guy. I be tough on Mike Tyson, but he had a smaller frame. Cause like if you look at it now, like how we're talking about Usyk got a smaller frame, Mike frame is smaller than Usyk's. So just think about that. Mike's smaller than Usyk is. He's a bigger guy because Mike is, you know what I'm saying? He put in some work to get big, but as far as a frame, overall skeleton, Mike's a smaller guy. Yeah, Andrew Ruiz is a smaller guy. And I give Andrew Ruiz a lot of credit, bro. I be tough on Andrew Ruiz, but I'm a huge Andrew Ruiz fan. I feel like Andrew Ruiz. I just don't like that he's only fought what 2 or 3 times in the last 5 or 6 years. What are we doing? Like, where are we going? And Andrew Ruiz, I'm gonna tell you a secret too. Andrew Ruiz kind of sparked the flame in the heavyweight division because before Andrew Ruiz started got that Joshua win, we weren't really looking past guys like Parker because Parker had just lost to Joshua, so we didn't have a lot of options at heavyweight, so but he's not really bringing anything to the table. Yeah, he was a small guy. I felt like he should have I felt like he could have cut a couple of more pounds and kind of went down in weight. I feel like he wasn't in his best shape. Me personally, I think Cormier. I feel like he could have sliced a couple of more pounds. I always felt like that in UFC. I was like, he always. I don't know, man. It was just something about it. Because every time he get in the ring, he was always undersized by a lot too, bro. Bro, you took the words. I haven't made that video yet. That's a video I was supposed to make. Man, I don't even know why we even get this close. Like, why are we even? It's gonna be worse now. You know why it's gonna be worse? It's gonna be worse if that happens because and there's no disrespect to Ngannou. I feel like Ngannou is a specimen as far as combat sports, boxing, any kind of mixed martial arts. But Joshua put himself in a position where I don't feel like the fans will kind of let him get past this if he loses. And I don't like that he hasn't gotten a ring with a guy who's like kind of solid, kind of a bigger guy like Ngannou is. Ngannou's like 270. I don't like how Joshua kind of fought these smaller frame guys. Now he getting in with a bigger Ngannou. Nah, Fury said he'll never fight Joshua. So, and I feel like you gotta understand, Fury said he'll never fight Joshua ever. And then Usyk, I feel like a fight with him and Joshua. I mean, Joshua never fought. He never dropped Usyk, so we kind of go. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? That's a big risk. That'll be like a waste of time to some people because they'll feel like he can't win. And then a lot of people probably want to see Usyk fight somebody else by this time. Yeah, man. Nobody want to talk about Ngannou. I heard no. If you go back, look, well, yeah, about Ngannou, Joshua versus Ngannou. You're right, bro. But if you go back to what he said after the Fury and Ngannou fight, he thought Ngannou won that fight. Is Mayweather the boxing GOAT? The only reason I give Mayweather credit is because um and he's one of my favorite boxers. Mayweather my favorite boxer. He was like one of the first boxers I seen in person. But the reason I give him credit is because he gave us Canelo. And basically Canelo's probably the biggest boxer in the last 15, 20, 15, 10 years since Mayweather's kind of went out of boxing. So at this time right now, you know what I'm saying? Nobody else is giving us a Canelo right now. Like at this time right now, I'm waiting in boxing for guys to kind of give us a big fighter, you know what I'm saying? Another pay-per-view star. That's what Canelo, like Canelo, he doesn't know this. The only standard I'm holding him to is give us another pay-per-view star. You know what I'm saying? Which is supposed to be Benavidez. Don't give us somebody that's not gonna sell pay-per-views when you leave here. Like he's gonna leave boxing in a bad state. He doesn't know this. That's what I'm saying. Canelo doesn't know this. Everybody from Mike Tyson, you can name any boxer, bro. Mike Tyson, Roy Jones, they've always fought a guy who's went on to make more stars, who like birth more stars. But Canelo's not birthing any stars. I keep trying to tell people. People get mad when I say Triple G not a star. It's not to disrespect Triple G. Like he's not a huge boxer. I mean, a huge fighter in boxing, but Triple G can't really get on the pay per view with anybody by himself. You know what I'm saying? We need somebody. So for Canelo to kind of fight him 3 times, it didn't do much for boxing. Nah, I was actually gonna watch that fight. I never have though. I was actually gonna watch that fight today. It's funny that you said that. I was actually gonna watch that fight today because it was popping up in my feed. I've always about when I'm about to watch it, I don't never watch it. Cause I'm usually like trying to watch fights that go on now. I'm trying to learn about these guys that fight now. So usually I'll try to like keep up with those guys. You know, the newer guys like Benn and but I usually go back. What I'm trying to do now is I'm trying to go back and watch the old fights, the classic fights. Bro, I heard he got 20 million for that last fight. I don't know if he getting another payment. He might get paid again. So from what I'm hearing he's getting paid again. I heard he got $20 million, bro. He'll never fight MMA again if he don't want to. He's gonna do it out of the fun though. Yeah, that's a lot of bread, bro. That's a lot of money. That's why he's ready to box, man. That's a lot of money for 2 fights, then 3 fights. Yeah, you're right about that 60 million. You know what you're talking about. Yeah, man. Conor got that $100 million. Then you know the other stuff Conor was doing. He was selling stuff. Like Conor was selling so many things back then. Yeah. Conor got man. You know, Conor still selling that liquor he has. That was a huge deal. Yeah, man. When he got that whiskey, Conor don't gotta fight no more ever again. He doesn't have to fight anymore. He did the right thing though. Most guys wouldn't have took the Mayweather fight. The MMA guy. They would have thought it was a bad idea. It was a great idea for Conor. That was a huge fight. Hey, you know what? He just he putting on the fight now. He just did a fight card. I want to say in December. In December in Florida. He just signed Adrian Bronner. Don King still doing fights. Yeah. Yeah. He just came back. He signed Adrian Bronner. I forgot who else he got. He got somebody else. I know he got Adrian Bronner though. Yeah, Don King still promoting. Yeah, I know I was gonna do a video on it. I was gonna do a video on it. I know. It's crazy. A legend too, bro. 76. Cause you know he was just in that Star Wars movie. I know him from Rocky. Everybody else know him from Star Wars and this other stuff. I know him from Rocky and Happy Gilmore. It's kind of crazy he died like that, man. Yeah, that's crazy, bro. Yeah, I like that new Creed movie. I like that new Creed movie. I know some people that actually worked on that movie. They do a good job on those movies. Oh, you don't like Creed? Yeah, I'm a Rocky fan, man. You know, everybody like Rocky. Creed ain't gonna be the same as Rocky, but Creed's still good. It has its moments. It's still good. They did good on the storyline. It could be worse. You know what I'm saying? If you figure out what the storyline is, oh, that Gladiator movie? What? Bro, I didn't have no cable, bro, growing up, so I used to watch TBS, and this movie used to always come on. I never knew what the name of it was till I got older, but it used to always be on TBS. This is a good movie. This is a very good movie. Yeah, this is one of the best Cuba Gooding movies I ever seen. Yeah, this is a good boxing movie. You said the best boxing movie ever? Man. You know what's crazy? It's probably the first this probably the movie I think about when I think about boxing movies. Even though, you know, sometimes Rocky pops up, but it's the one I think about. I can't even think about no other boxing movies right now. You just said that. It's crazy. Yeah, that's a classic. That's definitely a classic. I haven't seen that George Foreman movie yet. I was gonna watch it. Sometimes it throws me off, or sometimes the character don't look like the guy. Yeah, I seen that Raging Bull. I think I probably have. I just don't remember. But I think I have. I think I have. I don't like the newer boxing movies. I think the last fighting movie I really seen was that yeah, yeah, that was good. $1 Million Baby was good. You know, I grew up, bro. You remember when she was in that Karate Kid movie? That's the first time I seen that girl in a movie. That was when everybody was doing karate though, mixed martial arts before MMA. Yeah, she was a decent Karate Kid, bro. Yeah, that was a good movie. Yeah, she's a good actor. I'm not gonna lie. Fighting movies, you know, it's some of them. Yeah, most boxing movies are good. Those new ones I haven't seen those, but most of them are good though. Like Undisputed was good. The first and the second one and the third one was good. That was more MMA, but those were good too. I saw that Ali movie. You ever seen that Ali movie when he was playing himself? That was a good movie. I forgot what it was called, but oh, YouTube boxing. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, I don't know, man. It's kind of hard to tell because let me see. Let me tell you that Ngannou Fury fight is what made that Ngannou Fury fight is what made this YouTube boxing thing a reality. There's nothing wrong with YouTube boxing because I think most of the people know what it is. I think it does have a time limit on it. You remember when in the 90s where everybody was having those celebrity boxing matches going on cable TV? They used to come on all the time. I seen De La Hoya on one of those one time, and he was still active. Like, what is De La Hoya doing in a celebrity boxing match? So it kind of reminds me of those. But I don't think it's gonna be around too much long. They're just using it kind of because the guys are famous and stuff like that. If they weren't famous and popular, they wouldn't be doing the YouTube boxing. So as soon as the fame kind of runs out, which is kind of dying down, I feel like it's gonna be pushed out pretty soon. Cause Jake Paul, people not really tuning in like that really to the fights like they used to. Oh, Zhang is a beast. He's a beast. He's a beast. I got him. Hey, I haven't put the video out yet because I'm gonna put the bets down. But I got him KO Joseph Parker. And Joseph Parker, one of my favorite fighters. I would not say that if I didn't feel that way. But I had him knocking out Joe Joyce the first time and the second time. And I didn't even know much about Jung too much up until that point. Yeah, yeah, John's a beast. He's a beast. He's the same size as Ngannou. He got the same power as punches, but he's a little more accurate. John is the same thing Ngannou is, but he's actually a boxer. But if you seen the fight with Hergovic is a little more a little better. He boxes better. He's a little more skillful. But John's a good boxer. He's gonna surprise. I think all the underdogs gonna win. What's going on, bro? What's going on? You doing all right, man? Nah, I don't think he washed up, bro. Hey, if he was, I'll be the first one to tell you. I promise. At first, I'm not gonna lie. I thought he was washed up. When I was watching the fight, I said he's washed up. He's done. Bro, I was gonna put the video out. Would you rather me put the video out explaining this, or would you rather me explain it now? Because I was gonna put a video out explaining it. I figured it out. He's not washed up. I thought he was washed up, bro. I thought he was washed up, bro. I agree with you. I thought he was washed up. What's up, Conflict? What's going on, bro? I was talking about that Dobson thing earlier too, man. About that Dobson versus Benn. I'll talk about it again in a minute. That's gonna be a good fight, man. But he's not washed up. I'm gonna tell you what happened with the Parker and Wilder fight. Tell you what happened. This is not an excuse, I promise. Cause I'm just gonna keep it straight up. Cause I thought he was washed up. I was like, he's done. He's not throwing any punches. But if and I've only seen the fight one time. I haven't gone back and look at the fight, so I'm going off what I seen. I know I seen. But if you go back and look at the fight, right? Yeah, they're just Samoans, like what The Rock is. He's just Samoan, like what The Rock is. He's the same thing The Rock is. Yeah, like The Rock. Yeah, yeah. He's Samoan like The Rock. When I was growing up, I just thought those guys were black. When I was growing up, because a lot of but when I was growing up, we had a lot of Asian guys in our neighborhood who was darker than Samoan. So I didn't know if some Asians look Samoan. So it's kind of different. But with the Wilder fight, let me tell you, if you go and look at the fight, now this is what I found out about the Wilder fight. I found out that Joseph Parker fought 4 times last year. In 2023, he fought 4 times. Isn't that amazing? This man fought 4 times last year. Now, when I was going back, I heard a lot of people saying, well, Wilder only had 1 round in 2 years. I said, that sounds like an excuse. You know what I'm saying? Just to me personally, I said that sounds like an excuse. He only had 1 round. He should be ready. You know what I'm saying? He got the right hand. Why he ain't throwing it? But then, hey, I actually went to school and close to where John Jones go to school went to school at in college. John Jones is actually a wrestler. He was a wrestler before he was an MMA fighter. Let me just go and say that he chooses to have skinny legs. If he wanted to have big legs, John Jones will have big legs, bro. I'm telling you. John Jones is an animal. I'm talking about he's an animal. He can get up 300 pounds if he want to. John Jones is a specimen. I'm talking about he's different. He's different. He's a wrestler. And growing up, he wasn't the best wrestler. He wasn't the most amazing, but he was just one of those guys that were talented, but he's a beast. But what I'm saying with the Wilder thing, but with the Wilder thing, um, but with the Wilder situation, I feel like Parker was kind of roughing him up, and he was kind of throwing the overhand right. He does that against John, it's not gonna work. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. After the John fight, people will understand what I would actually be saying about the Parker and Wilder fight. Parker kind of went in there to survive, so I feel like that's gonna backfire on him if he goes in there with John like that. John's a very strong guy. You see what he did against Joe Joyce. He's a strong guy. You see what he did against Joe Joyce. John is a very strong guy. I just feel like Wilder was rusty, man. And also, he wasn't in there. Joseph Parker wasn't really standing there trading with Wilder. He's a smart guy. He wasn't gonna get knocked out. He was he was putting his head towards Wilder's chest. He was throwing that overhand right. He was kind of laying on his head on his chest like a baby and throwing that overhand right. So Wilder couldn't really swing because Joseph Parker was laying his head on Wilder's chest. So Wilder can't punch in his own chest. So it was an amazing strategy that Joseph Parker had. It was genius. He can use that same strategy just against John, but he got to move around a little bit. Yeah, we should have just had the fight in we should have just had the fight in last year. I don't know what they got going on, man. This is bad for business though. It's gonna push everything back. A lot of these guys older now. Cause Usyk was like, I'm trying to get 3 or 4 more fights in. Now we're getting to the point where he's gonna have like 1 or 2 fights left. And I don't know who the second fight is. A lot of people's thinking that Joshua might be a fight. They're thinking that, and I don't think Usyk's gonna fight Joshua for a third time. It's just a bad matchup, you know what I'm saying? I just think it's a bad matchup. I think Joshua had his chance in the fight, but he switched trainers a lot. I think he's on like his third trainer. He had 2 different trainers against Usyk, so it's kind of hard to judge what he did against him. And with the Fury situation, I don't know if Fury wants to fight AJ. I don't know if he wants to fight again at all. You know what I'm saying? We kind of pushing him to each fight as far as Ngannou and with Usyk, and now people trying to see if they can get a rematch as far as Fury and Ngannou, and the Usyk situation is not over with yet. So then that's gonna hurt everything. I haven't really thought about that yet. The Ngannou's fight is gonna get pushed back if he wins. But I didn't think he had to fight for a spot against Fury. But now they're trying to make him fight for a spot. If he wins, he gets a Fury fight. It's making everything complicated for no reason. We just want to see fights. Is it wrong that we just want to see Usyk fight Fury, and then we just want to see AJ fight this guy, AJ fight Fury, then AJ and then Ngannou fight Fury possibly, or I don't know. It's just they're adding more fights before we can even get things settled. So it's kind of making the division look bad. It's not a lot of heavyweights left as far as what they're gonna go through. Because from what I'm seeing, after Joseph Parker and Ngannou fight, Joseph Parker and John fight, I don't know where things is gonna go. The winner of that gets who? You know what I'm saying? So it kind of complicates everything. But it's gonna be a good year of boxing. But as far as heavyweights, we're probably gonna have to wait on them during the summer. But the Ngannou fight gonna be good though. Like Liz C said, he thinks that the Ngannou fight, the Ngannou got a chance against Anthony Joshua. I think Ngannou got a chance. I mean, it's a fight, you know what I'm saying? Big right hand, heavyweights. Ngannou's very accurate. He has a lot of balance. I feel like Joshua gonna do the same thing, but I don't know, man. He changed a lot of trainers. Just a lot of stuff going on. I would just like him to step back a little bit and kind of throw a right hand, and that's about it. But as far as other stuff that goes on, I don't know. Kind of changes a lot though. But I don't know, man. But from what I seen though, I feel like a lot of these guys got a chance. But from the heavyweights, hey, if guys don't clean it up soon, we might not need to see Wilder again, because a lot of these other guys, they're not trying to fight nobody. Definitely. But it's gonna be some good fights coming on tomorrow though. I'm gonna check out what Conor Benn has going on tomorrow. Versus Dobson. I feel like Conor Benn probably trying to figure out what the 147 division gonna be. Even though they ain't weighing at 147, they weighed in at catch weight. I don't know if he's gonna do catch weights every fight or kind of just watching his weight right now. But we gotta see what goes on with most of these things that's going on right now in the boxing world. It's a lot of things changing. A lot of things changing. But we gotta make it happen. Fury, one of them guys right now, man, that's kind of everybody's not sure which way to go. I've been telling people for a long time, man. Fury's a problem. A good problem and a bad problem. We gotta make sure that everybody kind of hold each other accountable. Because from what I'm seeing, we got guys holding on to belts too long. We need to just get rid of belts and just only have one belt. Because now I see this undisputed stuff is becoming a bad habit. At first it was good, but now I see the bad side of it. I mean, the very bad side. This is the worst it's ever been right here. Doesn't get any worse than this. No heavyweight division, man. Nothing going on. I don't know. We're gonna have to figure it out soon. Definitely gotta figure it out soon. It's too much going on right now. But that's all I got though for tonight. Like and subscribe.